The worst type of gender-based violence is femicide. The term femicide was first used, as we understand it today, in the 70s, particularly through the work of Diana Russell, but not only. She defined it as the killing of women because they are women. With this definition, she highlights the gender-based nature of these crimes. Russell's work emphasized that femicide is not merely an homicide where the victim happens to be female, but rather it is a form of violence rooted in misogyny, in patriarchal beliefs, and power dynamics that devalue and target women. By framing femicide as a distinct phenomenon, Russell aimed to draw attention to the systemic nature of violence against women and the societal attitudes that perpetuate it. Her work is a milestone. It contributed to feminist criminology and to legal studies. It challenges authorities and policymakers to address the specific vulnerability faced by women in terms of violence and discrimination. Russell's definitions of femicide provided a conceptual framework that enabled researchers, activists, and policymakers to analyze and quantify the extent of gender-based killings more accurately. It underscored the importance of not only documenting these crimes, but also understanding the underlying factors that contribute to them, such as sexism, misogyny, and the objectification of women. The Italian Accademia della Crusca, which is the most important institution of the Italian language, makes a very easy and clear example. If we think about a woman killed during a bank robbery, we might call this situation homicide, not femicide. She was killed not because of her gender, but because she was in a bank during a robbery. But if we read a title like this one in the newspaper, we have to speak about femicide. A 23-year-old confessed to killing his ex-girlfriend by slashing her throat. The victim, a 20-year-old Italian woman, was found dead in her home in Cologno Monzese, a northeastern suburb of Milan. The young woman killed was a sociology student in my department. What word should we use? Is it homicide? Or is it something more and different, something that fits within a cultural view that sees women as despised and disposable? Femicides are acts based on the shared conception of the female as a social null. It is not a question of the murder of a female person, but of a crime that finds its deepest motives in the culture that is hard to renew itself, and in institutions that still reflect it, at least in part. The introduction of the new term femicide, in Italy it happened in 2013, marks a cultural change. It is not just a question of an extra word, but also and above all, of a reversal of perspective, of a substantial cultural evolution first and then a juridical one. In Italy, every 3 days, a woman meets a brutal end in a femicide. Every 3 days, the life of a wife, an ex-wife, a girlfriend, or an ex-girlfriend is violently snuffed out by a husband, an ex-husband, a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, a brother, an uncle, or even a father. These men commit these heinous acts because they believe deep down that these women are their property. They believe they have the right to control them, to dictate their lives, and to extinguish their existence if they dare to defy their authority or escape their grasp. The staggering frequency of these crimes paints a grim reality of gender-based violence in Italy. Behind every statistic is a broken family, a community in mourning, and a life unjustly cut short. These women are not just victims of random violence, but are targeted specifically because of their gender.